Question 6. The function f is defined by f of x, which is equal to 2 over x squared plus 4 for x less than 0, negative x values. Okay, the diagram shows the graph of y is equal to f of x. Part A, on this diagram, sketch the graph of y is equal to f inverse. Show any relevant Miller line. You remember when we are finding the equation, when we are finding the expression for the inverse of a function, we always interchange x and y. So by interchanging x and y, that means you're going to be reflecting in this line here. Okay, y is equal to x. So this one I can actually make it dotted. This is the relevant Miller line they are talking about. So I will say this one is y is equal to x. So what I can say here is just reflect y is equal to f of x in the line y is equal to x to get f prime. The f inverse, not f prime. F prime means differentiation. Okay, so that means this part here, if I had a 2 here, then the 2 will be here. So meaning I will have it around, let's say here, and then it will go like that. Okay, so I will do that, and then I make it go like this, because even here it is going like that. So that will be my y is equal to f inverse. Okay, this is our mirror line. All right, then part B, find an expression for the inverse. So if my inverse here is equal to y, then take the f away from here. We shall have x, which is equal to f of y, when you take this one away from here. Because remember, we have a rule in functions. If I have f, then f inverse, this one is the same as f inverse f of x, which is equal to x. So that means when I introduce f on both sides, okay, and also this way, like that, so you can see that this one here will become the x here, and then is equal to the f of y. You see that? Okay, then next, we now go to the function. Wherever there is x, we substitute y. So come to this one here, and you say x is going to be equal to 2 over y squared, then plus 4. Take this one this side. Now we are making y the subject of the formula. So x minus 4 then will be equal to 2 over y squared. Now when we cross multiply, we shall have y squared, then times the whole of this, but then again we shall divide all through by this. So this simply implies that I will have y squared is equal to 2 over x minus 4. You see? So that is that, but then y is going to be plus or minus the square root of 2 out of x minus 4. But then for a function to have an inverse, it must be 1 to 1. Okay? It must be 1 to 1. But when you put plus or minus, this is not a 1 to 1 function. Okay? Now, therefore, what we have to do is to choose one of the signs. Is it plus or minus? So to do that, just go to the function that is given, and then you look at the domain. If the domain they have given you here is for the negative values, they have used less than or equal, then pick the negative. If it is greater than or equal, pick the positive. So therefore, our f inverse is going to be equal to minus then the square root of 2 out of x minus 4. As simple as that. Then part C, solve the equation f of x is equal to 4.5. So what is our f of x? Our f of x is 2 out of x squared, not so? Then plus 4, which is equal to 4.5. So f of x is this one, then is equal to this. Now we make x the subject of the formula. take this one this side, it will be a minus. So you get 4.5 minus 4. That one will give us a 0.5. Not so? Okay. Then what will be our x squared here? You will cross multiply. So that means you will then divide all through by 0.5. So 2 out of 0.5, that is a 4. Then x is going to be the square root of, and it is plus or minus 4. And this one will give us plus or minus 2. But then the x coordinate, the x coordinates used here are negatives, less than 0. That means I'm not going to leave my answer as a plus or minus 2, but I'm going to write it as negative 2. As simple as that. Then D, explain why F inverse and F, this equation here, has no solution. Of course, when we are solving such, we equate them and then we solve. That means they are intersecting somewhere, but by looking at what is here, this y is equal to f of x. Okay? This one here is not meeting this one at any point. This one is this side, this one is this side. Y values this way are positive, y values this way are negative. So there is nowhere they are meeting. That means you cannot get any solution for that. So I will say the F inverse is always negative. Okay? F prime, F inverse is always negative. Okay? Whereas F of x is always positive. It's always positive. As simple as that. Another person can actually say the two curves. You could even write it like this. The two curves do not intersect. The two curves do not intersect. So, no solution. Very simple.